My brothers and sisters, I have always told you that if you thought that things were difficult for you, or if you thought that your life was very, very hard, or if you thought that your government is very, very strict on you, maybe you should rethink again, or maybe you haven't heard or seen enough. Because believe me, things can always get worse. Yeah, they can. They can always get even more worst. People in China are now finding it out that their government has just the interest of the state at heart, but not the people. That their government has no interest in getting rid of lockdowns. Their government keeps on locking down more and more cities. And even though the local Chinese are really affected by these lockdowns, their government just keep on doing it. It's like they don't really care about the people, or they don't even know how much suffering the people are going through. There's one thing with us humans that we can endure. If we know the outcome, or if we understand when something is going to end, we can endure it, we can persevere because we see a bright future. But if you live in a country like China, whereby you don't know when anything is going to end, then it casts a lot of doubts in your mind because the never ending lockdowns just keep on going. So, my brothers and sisters, to get a clearer picture of what we are talking about, watch this video.
China has yet again placed millions of people under lockdown, while in some Chinese cities, curbs are being put in place as the country faces outbreak of new COVID cases. In southwestern China, the streets in Chengdu are largely deserted after the city ordered its 21 million residents to stay at home following a spike in COVID-19 cases. Businesses have also been forced to shut down. According to the city's government rules, households are allowed to send only one person per day to shop for daily necessities. Non-essential sector employees in Chengdu have been asked to work from home, and residents have been urged to not leave the city unless needed. And those who do leave their residential compounds for hospital visits will need special approval from neighborhood staffers. The move curtails the activities of tens of millions of people in the capital city of the Sichuan province. Moreover, Chengdu is the largest city to be put under lockdown after Shanghai was shut for 2 months earlier this year. Apart from Chengdu, other major Chinese city Shenzhen in the south has closed down some parts of the city, as well as the public transport like subway and bus services. The restrictions have put millions of people and businesses under a de facto lockdown. Residents in 6 areas that comprise the majority of the city's almost 18 million residents were required to be tested twice for COVID-19. Residents in several areas across the city were asked to work from home if possible, while some of the curbs, which have been extended in the districts of Shenzhen, are on public activities like dining out and
Okay, my brothers and sisters, you guys have seen how China keeps on with its lockdowns. They just keep on going. And I don't know, like I have said it a couple of times on this show. I don't know if they have the real records on the real impact of lockdowns to the economy and to the people. Because from my experience and from what I know, lockdowns haven't done anything. If there is one thing that lockdowns have done and still keep on doing, is making the people poor and angry. Lockdowns has disturbed a lot of things. Companies can manufacture, people can get their items on time, and most of it all, people can get jobs to do, because when these companies are on lockdowns, workers cannot work, and by so doing, they cannot generate incomes to support their families. So lockdowns that are supposed to protect the people instead harm them. I really feel sorry for the Chinese, and I hope that their government will see reason to get away or get rid of all these lockdowns, because many countries around the world have realized that lockdowns do not work and they have learned to live this way. China cannot keep on doing this to its people. The Chinese economy is suffering. There are a lot of problems in China right now. There are bank scams. There are mortgage default. Companies are in a lot of debt and they cannot even complete buildings that people have pre-ordered and have paid. So there's a lot of things going on in China that I think the Chinese Communist Party should be attending to, not focusing on lockdowns. So my brothers and sisters in China, please, if you by any chance came across this video, let us know what you think. There's one thing I've always said, that we from the outside do not know as much as those who are inside. So I believe only the Chinese people in China can give us a clear picture as to the lockdowns. So my brothers and sisters in China, please share your thoughts with us. Has the lockdowns be of any good to the people? Do you think lockdowns are still necessary at this moment in time? And do you think that these lockdowns are for the safety and protection of the people, or is just a political game that the elites are playing? Please share your thoughts and opinions with us in the comment section. And remember, if you came across any story on social media, let's say YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, that you think is worth sharing with the rest of the world, please send it our way through any of our social media platforms. We shall talk about it on this show. And also, you can support the show with $1 or more through our crowdfunding website, Patreon, or directly to us through our PayPal account. We shall appreciate it very much. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.